Hey, welcome back to another Marvel Strike Force video. Again, I apologize for not having a lot of videos, and that's rough for someone starting out, but again, the weather and everything going on here has just been a little bit crazy. So we're going to go over all the stuff that was released last week. That's how far back I am, so again, apologize about the Age of Fear and everything going on with that, along with the showcase that they did for the plans for Marvel Strike Force. So I'm just going to get right into it, go over everything. So let's get to it. So we got the Age of Fear, the Serpent, along with Annihilus. His kit was just released today. It is fucking crazy. However, you're going to need like a massive amount of gear tier 21. I mean, I looked for just me. It might be an error, I don't know, but just for Moon Knight, for example, said for him 200 and some pieces. But anyway, let's get back to this. So we have the Serpent with Age of Fear. Everyone's been planning around him while planning for Annihilus. So he's the big bad right now. Well, they're both going to be the... Annihilus will be the big bag now. He's the next one. So let's see what we got. Here was a teaser that they did for this. Got the blonde hair, hammer. It seems to be that she's one of the worthy. However, this is an AI generated character, so there's no way to actually tell who it is. However, if you just look at the signs of looking at the comics and how Marvel Strike Force releases their characters, should be able to easily figure it out with a, cuts down the range essentially. So, one thing about mobile games, Marvel will actually just in general, when a company wants to do a IP, intellectual property, what they do is say, okay, you create the game, what characters can I use? Marvel will give them a list of characters. They say, here's your list, you can use any character from that list. Now, it's not a complete list. What it is like, okay, you can use Spider-Man characters, you can use Thor characters, you can use Avengers characters. If it's a Fantastic Four related game, you can use all Fantastic Four. If it's a X-Men related game or movie, you can really use all X-Men characters. And that's how Quicksilver, who was both an X-Men and an Avenger, was able to use in both, even though both companies owned the rights to using them for the movies. But anyway, so they give you the IP list. Here's your characters. Oh, another side note. Sony, they were given Spider-Man. That means any new character released, they can use because it's under the Spider-Man umbrella. And Sony has to make, in case you didn't know, a movie every 4 years. If they don't make a movie every 4 years, that IP reverts back to Marvel. And that's why we've gotten movies like Madam Web, Craven. They just throw them out with, let's see if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, they keep their main IP, which is Spider-Man. But anyway, so you look at this and you look at the mobile games. There's mobile games of Marvel Strike Force, Future Fight, Snap, and I cannot remember the other one. It's on the top of my head. There's another one. Contest of Champions. So they're given the same list. As that same list, you can pretty much look at that and figure out which characters are coming. If you look at the roster for Marvel Snap, they have all the characters that are coming out already. So if they're doing it, chances are we're going to do it. With that, I believe Contest of Champions or Future Fight has this character already released. And that character is Jane Foster. They have their version of it, but if you take this character and you put that armor on it, it pretty much could be the same character. And Jane Foster, by the way, is in the comic books, which they stated that they're going to be kind of leaning more towards. She's gone through numerous title changes. She's been a Thor, Valkyrie, which she is now. I think another one as well. But currently she's a Valkyrie. That happened after Age of Fear into War of Realms. She became Valkyrie. So my guess is this character is going to be her. However, there's still a small chance that another character that would work perfect for it, because if they don't want to go strictly off of what another game has done, Marvel Strike Force could pivot and go to another character that would be perfect for this because of the current storylines going on, and that would be Invisible Woman or Malice. That character fits this description perfectly. She'd be great for a worthy. Give her that hammer, and she would be a great tank or supportive character. And then there's always the chance that the hair here is done just to throw us off. And another person that could be worthy is Storm. She's already held the hammer. She did it when X-Men and Asgardians crossed over, back when Art Adams did their annual. Loki was involved. So, but my complete guess is going to be Jane Foster. So, Breaker. Well, we've already gotten a picture of the Breaker for Silver Surfer, so I think those are going to be those two new characters that we're going to be getting. Right here, the Jane Foster version and Silver Surfer. Now, what they're doing with this is every week we're getting a new character, and you do it, little objective, and you're getting increased character, which helps out the newer players a heck of a lot. Getting these characters boosted up right away. These right here, you would want to save these. Don't use them right away. Save them. Just store them. What you want to save them for is when you go fight Blue Marvel. It doesn't look like Annihilus is going to has an ISO 8 requirement. So this would be for Blue Marvel currently. So save them. They're going to give you pretty much enough to level one character up completely. And speaking of that, the worthy. So they're giving us characters for boosts for Spider-Man. We already got Wolverine. He was the first one. You're going to get Captain America. And then Daken. Speaking of Daken, the way he was created was by an error. There's an error in the handbooks. And then they said that Wolverine had a child. So then a writer seen that and he went with that, which Wolverine didn't have a child named Daken. So that was a little bit of error on there. So that's how he was created, by mistake. So anyway, these are the mighty. I'm sorry, not the worthy. I think we're going to get Red She-Hulk sometime soon, because we've already got Red Hulk. We got Maestro coming. She would be a perfect new character for that there. But let's get on to the worthy. Like I said, point out the other two. If they decide to go with a brand new team, in my opinion, the Absorbing Man, Titania, they will probably get the upgrade. We don't have Grey Gargoyle in it. Automa and Sin, which is Red Skull's daughter. Thing, he just got an upgrade, and these might just even be costumes, and then the characters will be given the status of the worthy. In my opinion, what they should do, which I would love to see and would bring back interest into the characters, or to the Marvel Strike Force, is take all these characters, the worthy and the mighty, give them out characters out for free, just like they're doing pretty much with these right here. The Spider-Man, Wolverine, Dakin, and Captain America. They're giving them out for free. And boost the stats all the way up to the top. In my opinion, what they should do is get these characters, release them all at once, and release them in a way just like they did with the Spider-Man, Wolverine, them. But put a spin on it. Instead of just getting them all, make it a challenge. Give the alliances a choice. Okay, so we have all these characters. Say my alliance, we want the Juggernaut. So our alliance works towards the goal. We get it. We accomplish it. We get the Juggernaut. Another alliance could probably want the Great Gargoyle character. So they would get Great Gargoyle. This would give a variety and bring different... So everything's not cookie cutter per se. Like, oh, all you have to do is have this team to defeat this team. Oh, we can easily do this, spin around with this. By doing this, it puts more chaos into wars and to other characters and to Cosmic Crucible and things like that. So by slowly, once you get that character, then your alliance can move on to the next character. Hey, next time that we want the Sin version character, and go for that character until that would be like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 months of entire year, if you want to span out. You get a new character, you'll get them all free, all boosted up to level 20, and it brings interest to the game. That's something like that which is Marvel Strike Force really needs, is actual interest, in my opinion. So that's one way I think that they should go. I doubt they will, but again, I think it would be a great idea if they did. So that's the worthy, the mighty. So I gotta assume that this is going to be a costume. This character looks too dang sweet to be passed up. And don't forget, with Marvel Strike Force, you'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll kiss $3 goodbye. So, the Shadow Council, I think it was released. I already had this video up. I was just about to post it. I had half the team right. The other half I had wrong. So what we already were told that Executioner is coming out. And if you look in the background here, there's Thanos. At that video of the future visions, they mentioned that they're going to start doing stuff from the comics and be more towards that. That's where this came into play. You got the Executioner and you have Thanos. So they announced that Executioner is going to be part of it, a new team or new character being released, and this is the confirmed team, Shadow Conclave. That's the team. High Evolutionary, Malekith, OG Thanos, Executioner, and Sylvie. Sylvie was, when the Loki series came out, was viewed as the version of Enchantress. They need to put Enchantress in here. She's just an awesome character. But, so here's your new team confirmed. Thanos is going to get the rework. Sylvie will get the rework. And you got your 3 new characters. Now, because of this lineup right here, this pretty much just confirms that they are going along with storyline. And because of that, we can look into the future and guess what one of the future teams is going to be. With that future team, they've already started laying the groundwork, and some of those members will lay the groundwork for what has been put in the data mines for over a year. We've already been told that Destroyer is going to be a boss. So he's coming to the game. And because of that, Asgardians of the Galaxy will be a team that we're going to get. You got the Destroyer, Executioner, they're going to be villains. We got Kid Loki, Valkyrie, which in the comics is Jane Foster, but you can use this version that they currently have from the movies. Thunderstrike, he's already in the game. So then 2 new characters for this team, Throg and Angela. Every other mobile game out there has Angela out already. We will get Angela as well. That will be a new character with this team. It's a guaranteed. I mean, why would we be the only game without her? So a little bit of Throg, I'm going to talk about him in a little bit in the future. So here's a couple of things, more covers of the comic. As you can see, Nebula might be thrown in there as well. It's a possibility. But, because they do like to change up stuff a little bit. And this costume right here this outfit for Thunderstrike, I'm going to guess we're going to get him as a costume. And look, there's Malekith, sorry, or however you pronounce his name. So it's all signs showing that with Shadow Conclave, that Asgardians of the Galaxy is going to be next, or in the future. So this will be, in my opinion, that team right there. Kid Loki, Angela, Valkyrie, Thunderstrike, and Throg. So on to the next part of the video that are discussed. Eternals. They said they're going to finish out the Eternals. By finishing out the Eternals, my guess is they're going to be a huge part into the next chapter, probably the Destroyer. So I'm going to guess Phastos is going to be one of them. He's the builder, genius, level Eternal. He does all of the constructs. And you cannot have the Eternals without Thena. She's going to be one. I can absolutely guarantee that. So then another thing that they touched upon was, well, they didn't touch upon it, but we have a Symbiotes team coming out. And you can't see it. It's too blurry. Sorry about that. Quasar 1, Nightcrawler came in with less than winning by 1% less. So they like to give us a character that we voted for and then come back with another character that was in there as well that they like as well. So I can pretty much say with this, especially with 1%, we're going to also see the Symbiote Nightcrawler. Other characters that lost, Werewolf by Night, Selene, and Sauron. We are going to get Selene sometime soon. Sauron I'm not too sure about, but I can pretty much guarantee we're going to get her. Probably around Halloween. Along with Werewolf by Night maybe. She is like a necromancer type character. He drains mutant energy, and Werewolf by Night is a werewolf. So we're going to get the Quasar one. And again, I think we're going to get the Nightcrawler version because 1% is 1%. That's so close. But will they both be part of the same team? Not really sure. But we are getting a new symbiote team. With that, we've been told that I think Venom is supposed to get the rework. I would assume that also Anti-Venom will get the rework. And Carnage. Currently, they have a lot going on in Marvel Comics with symbiotes. They have for really past at least 5, maybe 10 years. They've been hitting up the symbiotes left and right. Currently, Mary Jane is the new Venom. Eddie Braddock's son was Venom, now he's not, and he was Carnage, and now he's not. Eddie Brock is Carnage, and took over Null's spot, and now he's not. But currently, the thing that they're going on is they had the King of Black, and now we have the Queen of Black, Hela. Hela and Null are fighting in the comics. I'm going to guess that she's going to be one of our major characters coming up. She's too big, powerful to just be a throwaway character that you get as part of, just here. She's a new character they're going to release. So my guess is if we get her, she will be like one of the big bosses. So that, my guess, is going to be the new Symbiote team. Again, just a guess based on the comics, since they said that they're going to be moving along towards that lines of comics. Bullion, about a year ago, mentioned the Dark Descendants. And he looked online, he couldn't figure out the team or anything like that, if I remember correctly. But you just have to look at the toy line. Here are the Dark Descendants for Onslaught. Dark Beast, Nemesis, who used to be called Holocaust, Random, and Havoc. This could be the team right here. However, Onslaught is a powerful character that, again, like Null, might not necessarily be part of the team, but can be used in the team as a plug and play into it. So when the Dark Descendants come out, I think the team is going to look more like Dark Beast, Nemesis, Sinister, Random, and if they don't use Onslaught as part of the team and need another new character, because again, Onslaught is just kind of powerful, Fatale should make a perfect addition to this team right here. Because reason why I add Sinister in there, because he's got too much connection with Dark Beast and Nemesis. So another thing that they covered, well, they didn't cover this, sorry, but with the Worthy and everything going on, I think that eventually sometime soon we're going to see this version of Colossus come into play. They did mention Jubilee, and they said that she's going to be a big factor into the game. And they hinted in one of the videos by having a statue in the back, and then the statue wasn't there, as well as being on a shirt. So she's going to... They also had in the background X-Men 97 cartoon series. My guess is that's the team that we're going to see with her on it. We're going to get Jubilee, Cyclops, Morph as a new character, Rogue, and Gambit as Death. These two will be the new characters. This is my guess, based on, you get to pick so many characters and reworks. Granted, they always usually have they have a lot that they could go with this, but my guess is going to be this. They could even rework Rogue or add an Angel, just a regular Angel, not the Death version of it. And one thing about the game, remember, it's there to be fun. There's going to be times that you're not going to really enjoy it. You get your hopes up, you build up your team, and they get defeated. It happens. Take your time, you come back. If you get stuck on a, like for right now, I got stuck with a node on Blue Marvel. Contact support, say, I'm stuck. I just built up some new characters. Could you reset that node for me? And they will reset it for you. In my opinion, to make it easier for players, they should be able to just reset it themselves. But if you ever do get stuck, notify them just through the chat, and they will get back to you and they will reset it. They'll give you a warning letting you know that they will not refund any of your power cores or anything else that you spent on it. But you get reset and you start over using the newer characters. So we got Doom coming as well. They're going to make a huge thing with Doom. They mentioned Galactus. What that happens, they could go so much direction with Doom. It's what they've been going through is all the legendary characters and reworking them. So we got Omega Red, Jubilee, which is going to be a new one that they mentioned. We've gotten Phoenix. So Doom is another one, and he's going to be revamped, repackaged for the new Avengers Doom War movie. I don't think we're going to get a new version. I think we're just going to get a repackaged version. And then another thing that they mentioned about a year ago in a data mine, which Bohyan mentioned, Pet Avengers. Back then, there was no real pets in there at the time other than Cosmos. However, now we have Cosmos, Devil Dinosaur, Jeff the Land Shark, Throg, which I mentioned earlier, and Lockjaw, or is that Lockheed? No, Lockjaw. Lockheed is the Kitty Pryde's dragon. So we have these. We can easily get the Pet Avengers here. So I'm going to guess, if they continue with their data mine, going back and actually going through and doing that, this will be the Pet Avengers team that we are going to get. Again, my speculation. So there you go. Sorry it's taking me so long to actually get this video out. I hope it puts a little bit more insight and gets you thinking, possibly. Look at the Annihilus kit. He's going to be massive. He shuts down Odin. He's the top tier character for sure. And even is going to defeat Blue Marvel. And remember, with planning ahead on your characters, never look at what's right in front of you. Like for me, right now, I'm going for Blue Marvel. It's taken me a while to go through there, but I'm not looking at Blue Marvel. I'm looking at Maestro and Annihilus. I want to get Maestro first because I'll probably obtain him before I even come close to getting Annihilus. And he's one of the characters that's powerful as well. And I'm going to take him in to go get Annihilus. So whatever character they come out with and they tell you is being released and information about, look for that. For example, Destroyer. That's one that you want to aim for as soon as they give you a release of what characters are needed and stuff like that. Never look in front of you, look beyond what you want. So for all you lower level players that are going for, let's say, Xavier, Apocalypse, or whatever, don't look at what you need to get for Apocalypse. Look at what you need to get Maestro. And then you take those characters and you look at it and examine, okay, if I use this character for Apocalypse, will I be able to use him for Maestro? It's going to save you a lot of resources because this game is about resources and saving it, and so you're not as crunched. You're going to be crunched. We all are, unless you're one of the whales. But always look at what characters you can build now that will save you in your resources. So there you go. I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy playing the game. I am. I mean, what's not to enjoy? It's Marvel characters, and that's the selling point. That's why we're here, right? You guys all have enjoyable. Stay safe out there, and don't forget, there's dinner to be eaten. All right. Have a great day.